So food can be an absolutely amazing or absolutely destructive part of American life. In fact, it's so bad that currently 41% of women over the age of 20 are considered obese. And that number is actually up from only 23% back in the 1990s. So in today's episode, I'm going to share with you a simple analogy that's helping our clients fix the relationship with food so you can stop yo-yo dieting and actually lose the weight that you want, get to your big weight loss goal, and maintain it. So the first concept I just want to kind of go over with you is that food is fuel. And really, it wasn't that long ago that we had to hunt and forage for food for the sole purpose of survival. And nowadays, we can just tap a button and we're actually doing the opposite of surviving with food. The food is actually killing us. So the analogy I wanted to show you that I think will really help you is to change the way that you view food and the term diet. And so a lot of people think that they have to diet on and off their whole life to ever lose weight and then maintain it. But if you can shift the frame of how you view food fundamentally and view it as fuel, it might help you make better choices and be a more consistent person. So the analogy I want to show you to demonstrate this is that of an old junker car and your dream car. And when I was a slightly more materialistic young lad in my young 20s, I really wanted a Lamborghini. And so when I think of dream car, that's kind of the car that I always associated with when I was young. And if you think of an old junker car, think of something, I think of my first car, which was a Dodge 1995 Dodge Ram truck, a single cab, stick shift, the works. And so let's view these two cars, the junker truck, that's only like, I think I paid $1,500 back then for it, and then the Lamborghini. And so fundamentally, the way that we view these two types of vehicles changes the way that we actually treat them. And so when you think of the old junker beat up truck, the chances that you're going to want to put like premium grade fuel in that thing is probably pretty low. So the fuel that you actually put into this is like cheap gas. And if you put cheap gas into the car, you know that it's going to be sluggish, unreliable, it's gonna not get to the end destination that you want, it's probably gonna break down along the way. And then if you think of your dream car, so for me, the Lamborghini, that thing, because it costs so much and it's so valuable, you're gonna wanna put like premium grade fuel in there, which means it's gonna go far, it's gonna go fast, it's gonna last a long time. And probably most importantly, you're just gonna enjoy the ride. So most of you watching would probably agree with this concept. Like if you have a $2,000 car, you're probably not gonna be spending $100 to fill up the tank, right? And so if you understand this and you understand that if you're viewing the car as a cheap kind of junker beat up piece of crap and you're putting in cheap gas, cheap fuel, then the problems you're going to run into are the things that we just talked about. And so the input is the cheap gas, the output are things that we discussed, such as the sluggishness, the unreliability, those types of things. Now, the opposite is true. If you significantly value the vehicle and it is a valuable vehicle and you put in the premium grade gas, chances are you're gonna also treat it well, you're gonna rotate the tires, you're gonna get the oil changed, you're gonna wash it, it's gonna look nice and beautiful, and that's gonna give you an outcome that is peak performance that will go a long time, something that's gonna be very enjoyable to ride in. Now, here's the plot twist. Food, being fuel, is the same as gas makes the car go, okay? So food, whether it's junky, high sugar food, high carb food, high fat food, or it's clean, healthy food, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, those types of things, those are fundamentally the different types of fuel that we have access to as a human. Now, let me preface this by saying I think all humans have value intricately because we're created by God. This is the only vessel we have to live in. So the problem I see for a lot of people is if they're putting bad nutrition or bad fuel into their bodies, they think that they just don't deserve to be a healthy and a happy person. I say that because the junker car is equated to a fat and unhealthy person. Now, it doesn't mean that this person, just because they're fat and unhealthy, is not a valuable person, but it does mean the way they view themselves and the fuel that they're putting in their body is only making the problem worse, and it's only gonna give the outcomes that we could expect if we put bad fuel in a junker car. Now, the opposite is true. If you value yourself significantly, like the Lamborghini, you think you're a high value person and that you do have value and that you're worth being healthy, then we can expect the same outcomes. If we put good nutrition or good fuel into our body, we can expect those types of outcomes. And of course, I gave her some biceps there. So if you put in the bad fuel here, you can expect the bad outcome. And if you put in the good fuel here, you can expect the good outcome. And how does this translate from a car's performance to a human's performance? This is a serious topic. These are things that, like food, when I said earlier that food is literally killing us, Heart attacks, strokes, cancers, heart disease, all types of problems happen if you're significantly overweight. And that only means, according to the studies that they do, that your BMI is like 30 plus. You would be listed in that obese or overweight category, which would put you at a super high risk for all of these problems. And so if you're someone that wants to lose weight and get to your goal weight, and you don't want to spend the next 2 or 3 decades doing the crash course yo-yo diets for the rest of your life and never fixing the problem, I would challenge you to really look at this analogy and apply it to your life. View food fundamentally as fuel for your body. And just because it is fuel doesn't mean it needs to be boring. It can still taste good. You can still have fun. You can still have cheat meals every now and then. But if the overwhelming arc of your life is fueled with bad nutrition, you are going to experience all of these problems the rest of your life. And it'll probably cut your life significantly shorter. So to kind of put a bow in this, the nicer the perceived value of the car, the nicer you're probably going to treat it, the longer it's going to last, the higher it's going to perform. The same is true for us as humans, but we are infinitely more valuable than cars. So if you need to lose weight, I hope this helps you, and I hope you start to view food as fuel that you need to be a healthy and a happy person. Okay, and that's it for the video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you did find it helpful. If it was helpful, it would mean a lot to us if you just gave it a quick like, subscribe to the channel. We do one of these videos a week to help with weight loss tips. We also give one healthy recipe to help you stick with the nutrition side every week as well. So if you're subscribed, make sure that you never miss either of those episodes every week. And if you want help applying this stuff to your life, the nutrition, the workouts, sticking with it, we would love to have you join us in our private online community of over 110 other women that are all losing weight on their weight loss journeys together, that are motivating and supporting each other. You can do that by clicking the link below to request access to join, and we'll see you on the inside. And if you want to see another weight loss tip video, check out this video where I explain what the spooky ghost calories are that might be causing weight gain in your life. And if you want to check out another healthy recipe that'll help you lose weight, check out this recipe here where we show you how to make a low calorie, high protein buffalo chicken mac and cheese. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you in the next one.